prove a point. We three kings just believe that you don't want to tussle with them. This show is thunder. Subscribe and tune in, and you're laughing to the very end. Don't turn your back on the dad pack. Don't turn your back on the dad pack.
Put the kids to bed. Dad's home. We are the dWo podcast, representing the dad world order. I am the handsome head of household, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. With me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We got the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffey.
Honk if you hear me. Let's go.
Check my volumes, my bad. And he is the perpetual mid-carder and the two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Bocephus.
Bunga indeed. And for those who are worried, don't you worry, because not only am I wearing this Bengals jersey, I'm still wearing a wrestling shirt underneath. And guess what? He's a former Bengal.
Yeah.
Oh, what up? So we're going to start off with a who day for this special day.
Who day, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. We're going to do
Hell
something
yeah.
different.
I got my Ric Flair
Your
Woo day.
Cincy shirts. Shout out.
Yeah.
Cincy shirts.
Yeah. As Mr. Magnificent said, we're the DWO podcast. And tonight, it's the three of us. And instead of a wrestle talk, we're going to do a little something different. We're all three pretty big Bengals fans, which is kind of an understatement. We're all kind of obsessed with it. So we're going to be doing a little preview of the season. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Full season. Preseason too.
Season.
We're going to talk about the
Hell
team.
yeah, Timmy Who Day, baby.
Please, if you have any differing opinions than us, drop them in the comments so we can tell you why you're wrong. We'll let you know exactly who's going to win what. And don't worry, we're going to keep track of it, because at the end of this season, we're going to refer back to a couple of these clips, and we are going to do a review, if you will, and we're going to see who predicted the most correct.
Who's eating crow?
Yeah, buddy. I think we should do some kind of stupid bet, too, where, whoever's in last place has to wear their least favorite team's jersey for a photo or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then we have jersey.
I was just thinking about this potential more content. Instead of doing a full episode review each week, we each take a week or whatever and do a little 30-second recap of the game and make it, fun, funny, whatever, and post that to the socials.
Oh, yeah, continue. We can keep the tally going. So far this time, he predicted this, and he is here in the stand.
Whoever
Scoreboard update.
Yeah. Scoreboard. Which, by the way, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling handsome as fuck because adrenaline is in my soul. Real Slim Shady Joe Burrow. You see this beautiful hair?
Something Joe Burrow. I love it.
Slim Shady. Slim Shiesty. I'm this close to ordering a Slim Shiesty jersey.
They're good. Cincy shirts have some really good
literally, the day he did that and that meme came out of him holding the belt, I think Danielle sent it to me first, and then I sent it in the chat for us. It was so good. Finish the story, baby.
I'm ready for some football. So, who day, baby? Let's get some Joseph Burrow.
Well, speaking of QB1, JB9 here. Do you guys notice, he came back to camp looking like a grown man?
Yeah.
He looked like he put on some, he doesn't look like first. He's always looked kind of young, like an older Kevin McAllister. But I feel like, he really beefed up a little bit this year, which is weird because he's been nursing an injury rehabbing an injury. But maybe that was part of it.
Yeah, putting in some work.
Work out even harder. Look what John Cena did when he got hurt. Every time he came back better and stronger.
Yep.
True that. True that. So are we starting off with preseason here?
Let's go ahead. Let's we'll talk preseason. Preseason games are always kind of up,
Yeah.
Our first preseason game this year is on August 10th, 2024. And we're at home, and it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are bringing their pirate bullshit on our turf. It's an interesting lineup, but I think there's pretty much zero chance for
Baker
Tampa Bay.
Mayfield, isn't it?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's preseason, so I don't even know if we'll even have a chance to see them. You know what I mean?
Oh, Zach Taylor said today in his press conference that the starters would be playing the first preseason game.
Really?
Yep.
So they will. So do you think the Buccaneers will?
I think so.
Maybe, I think you gotta get some game reps in before week 1.
Probably a series or 2.
At minimum, right?
Yeah, you had. I don't care if you're a professional or not. Like, you can practice all day long, but until you get game reps, you're gonna have a little rust to knock off.
They really need it, man, because they really don't have much for wide receivers. I mean, they've got Mike Evans.
Yeah.
And then Trey Palmer, Chris Godwin. Like, it's not,
Godwin can be sneaky when he's healthy, but he gets hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and I don't know. Baker feels like he's got something to prove down there. So,
he had a hell of a year last year and it got him a contract. So, I mean,
hey, Jordan, don't worry. We're going to get to you the next game.
Not
everybody's perfect.
I will say I love the name of their tight end, Co-Cleft. It's just a different name.
Yeah.
That shit makes me pop.
I don't even know if like winner or loser. I mean, honestly, I'm this preseason. I'm anxious just to see some of the rookies that were drafted.
God damn, you all right?
I've fallen.
Jesus.
I'm still alive. My leg is very badly broken. Smell almonds.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, no, the Chris Jenkins kid from fucking Michigan looks like an absolute beast. I'm curious to see that what that offensive line is going to look like with all them 6'8" behemoth mofos, out there. Just see, see Burrow in real time, man, because it's been a while.
All right. Well, with that being said, I'll be the first to give my prediction. I believe going over 24-18, Cincinnati is going to beat Tampa Bay.
I'm gonna go 21-7 Bengals.
Okay. Eric's got 21-7 Bengals.
31-17 Bengals. I think the Bengals win convincingly here. I mean, like I said, we're gonna see our starters, which I think our Cincinnati starters are better than Tampa starters. And I think our backup QB had, pretty much, 2/3 of a season as a starting QB last year. So, or even our second string looks promising.
All right, that's it for the preseason week 1. Preseason week 2, we are invading the Bears territory. The Bears.
Right.
The Bears.
They got a fun name to say, and they've got a hell of a depth chart. I'll give them that, man. They've got some people on their team that are worth the shit. DJ Moore, Tyler Scott, DeAndre Carter in their wide receivers. I mean, not to mention DeAndre Swift, you know what I mean? And Keenan Allen as well. There's a whole squad of people.
I mean, that Caleb Williams, man. I'm curious to see how that that big arm and the talent translates to the NFL.
Got a summer sausage in my esophagus.
How many heart attacks you had by now?
I had about a baker's dozen. Really? I've only had 6. That's something to shoot for, Carl. One of the best kits ever. Also, our dude Jordan, sorry you won't be able to make it to Dayton. I know I personally will not be in Clive in September, unfortunately, but I'm sure we'll make it out there sooner than later.
See, and we always kind of take you off the game after. the show after.
The show, yeah.
Yeah, we take off a show in between so that way our wives and old ladies won't kill us.
True.
So
And that's
mine's
what I'm
still up
doing.
to
I'm
the
going
ears.
to a music festival that weekend. So
My lady still, she had a good time in Iowa, so she kind of liked the
He's
vibe.
he's like,
So
I
she's-
might go.
Yeah, she said, "Don't roll it out."
hell yeah.
All right, so let's talk. We talk Bears. See, we talk Bears, but we got to get a score for the Bears here. What are we saying here?
Um.
I don't think we see much of the starters in week 2, and 23-10 Bears.
Okay, 23-10 Bears. Mike.
I was gonna go 17-10 Bengals on this one.
Okay, 17-10 Cincinnati for Eric and me. I'm going to go 21-7. And I'm going to say that it is going to be Cincinnati winning.
Jordan chiming in 24-21 Bears. Close matchup against the second stringers.
Only
Could
reason
be.
I'm more hyped with our second string because we got Jake Browning.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Mac. You know what I mean? So I know preseason games are kind of they don't matter so much, and people kind of throw the game away. But I don't know. I think we're strong on these two. Now, the next game, I'm interested to see how it goes because I don't know if we're going to play a shit ton of our starters that week or if we're going to save them for that first week.
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. The Colts are sneaky good.
Yeah.
They are.
If Richardson stays healthy, they're going to be sneaky good for sure. I'm going to say the Colts win this one. I'll go 21-17.
Man. That's tough. That'd be a tough
So
loss.
hold on. So there's only 3 preseason games now, right? That there's
Correct.
17 games.
Yeah. This is the last preseason game here. That's what I'm saying.
I think you'll probably see our starters for probably half of this. It's kind of a dress rehearsal. 34-31 Bengals.
Okay. 34-31, you said?
Yeah.
I don't believe it's going to be such a high-scoring event. But I am going to lean with Eric. I hate that I'm saying this, but I think the Colts are going to sneak a victory on this. I think it's going to be 21-24 Colts.
Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're into the meat. Meat and taters. The meat and taters, buddy. I'll tell you. Week 1. We're off to a banger. Patriots.
The Pats
Coming here.
coming to town. I like when we open the season at home.
Yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a guaranteed win in a way, too.
But it's weird being hot and at a football game.
Yeah.
Or like an NFL game. I'm so used to being at football games in the freezing cold.
Yeah, I'll give you that. They're definitely there's a different energy at a what do you call it, outside hot game, But like I said, I think you look at their depth chart, man. Two of their main players are out. You know what I mean on defense. Not to mention one of their wide receivers, Kendrick Bourne, is out. Demario Douglas is questionable. They got Juju Smith and Tyquan and a couple other of them, but Jacoby Brissett is a whole nother question as well. I don't think they have it. I don't think they have a chance to.
They drafted a QB though. They drafted fuck. There's a kid out of Tennessee.
I can't.
Who's they drafted a quarterback?
So their whole depth chart is Brissett, Drake May, Joe Milton III, and
Hey.
Bailey Zapp.
He
Eric, you're muted, bud.
Drake May out of Carolina. That's who they drafted. Yeah. I think he can be really good. I hope he succeeds.
and Jacoby's always been a perennial like backup quarterback or like
Yep.
kind of like what do they call that? Kind of a bridge quarterback, in between the next guy. So I mean, it's with him at the helm. I mean, they got a new coach, new scheme. I don't know.
I think it's going to be a growing year for New England.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think they're going to do terrible all year long.
Yeah, they got a lot of kinks to work out.
I think this is a fucking blowout. I hate to say it, but I'm going to go first here, and I'm going to say 34-6.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
We're going to fuck them up.
I was going to say 31-10.
Okay. We're going to take all this into account too, like whose scores were the best.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a lot of statistics as we go along the season. That's why I'm taking this all down. Put a little effort in this.
$1, Bob.
24-10. Good guys.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
We are unanimous that we are winning our first game.
I gotta ask you. I wish we could pull it up, but we'll probably get flagged for doing so. But I just sent it to you. They debuted the new kickoff tonight.
Oh, that's right, dude. That's crazy.
What? Give that a watch and tell me what you think. That could be interesting.
They did it in the XFL, right?
I think so.
Or something similar to it.
Yeah, it's
5 seconds. Let's just watch.
But yeah, I mean it's gonna be really interesting to see. I mean, even when they describe it, man, it's like even harder to fathom. It's
5 seconds. Let's just watch this first one and see what happens. Yeah, let's enjoy this one. We're hoping for a lot of these by the time
And here we go. It's interesting. Oh. You're muted again. Whatever you're doing mutes you when you do that.
No, I muted myself because I didn't want the audio from my phone to go through. No. So they kick from the opposing 40. So like kicking teams here, receiving teams here.
And they're lined up right up on them.
On the receiving team's 40, and it's like a pooch kick. Like, do they have to kick it to them?
Looks like it's on the 45.
It's a mad dash, man.
But it's like it's so you don't have guys running 3/4 lengths of the field and blowing people up. Yeah,
Braun Breaker and somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think it could be interesting. I like that they're trying new things. I know a lot of stuff in the NFL is set in stone, but
dude, somebody's gonna figure out like a little trick or something, and they're gonna take it to the house. It's gonna
be the tush push, but they're gonna do it on kickoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who figures it out first, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would, as long as it makes kickoffs more interesting,
And shit, man. Protect these guys' safety. I mean, these guys are.
Well, when's the last time you actually saw a kickoff return? They're kicking them through the freaking uprights half the time.
Yeah.
Old Timmy boy, 31-3 Bengals.
He's calling a blowout.
Yeah, buddy.
Could be.
Now, the next week, we are leaving town, and we are facing. Shit, hold on, that's not right. We're not facing. No, sorry.
There we go.
There we go. The Chiefs.
Well, she'll share 50% of the screen time, I'm sure.
Yeah. I, like you mentioned earlier, I hope what you predicted goes true, and they open the season 0-2, baby. Because, like you said, they face who first?
Baltimore. They face Baltimore week 1.
Yeah, so they face Baltimore.
Kansas City faces Baltimore week 1. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope they trounce them dirty bird legs all up and down the Chiefs. I would much rather our enemies be in our own division than have anything to deal with the Chiefs. I hope the Chiefs have the worst year ever. I hope they go 0-17.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it. Kermit can shut his mouth.
Kermit.
Oh, hey guys. Oh,
What's your name, Emerson?
State Farm, don't touch my nuggies. Oh, fucking.
Kelsey, you're crazy.
In my house, I raised my children to hate the Kansas City Chiefs with a passion. The Chiefs.
They're booing State Farm commercials. Who this man?
Listen, I will never, ever predict that we're going to lose to them because I think they are trash. However, I do believe they score points, but I think it's going to be 28-21 Cincinnati. Who day?
Man. One, can I just say though, I love this rivalry.
Yeah, me too. It's fun.
I love that the Bengals are in a position to be in a rivalry, such a, kind of a high profile team. Do they consider it as much a rivalry as we do? I mean, they kind of have to, right?
I mean, we went into their house, whooped their ass. It took them 5 games out of 6 to finally beat us or something like that. It was a while,
Mm-hmm.
We are we're their anti-hero.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a big hurdle, man. This is I feel like this is what like the Steelers of the 2010s were for the Bengals.
Yeah.
That it was
they're the Tom Brady Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah, except they don't have Tom Brady.
Yeah, but remember how much, dude, I remember being in grade school, high school, and just hating everything about the Patriots just because they were the Patriots.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Corey Dillon went and played with them.
Yeah, traitor.
How do you guys feel about them putting him in the Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
Corey Dillon?
Yeah.
Chilling like a villain named Corey Dillon, dude.
Okay.
So
here's my argument is that it's not that they're putting him in it. It's just I could probably think of 12 other people before him that I would put in. You know what I mean? Because even when they're talking to him, he's still, I don't know. He went out on some very sour notes, and I think that, there were some other people who were a lot more gracious to the organization that they could have put in and recognized. Or in addition to it, why only 2? Do 6. This has been a long time coming.
Got that many greats.
Huh?
I was gonna say he was
Sure
the only spark of hope we had in some of those years, man. I remember I was at the game where he broke the rookie rushing record.
Yeah.
And I remember getting yelled at by a man my dad's age because I was wearing a Brett Favre jersey.
Oh.
How dare you?
I was a big Brett Favre fan. My dad let me wear it.
I was at the game where the fan ran on the field and stole it from Brett Favre.
Did you?
The ball from Brett Favre, yeah.
I'm trying to think what my score is going to be. I want to say like 38, 34.
Who?
Bengals.
Okay.
Bengals are taking this dub for sure.
Is this a primetime game?
Chip on the shoulder.
This game is
it's in the afternoon, 4:25. The next week is Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Mike, you better watch what you're thinking over there. Hey, you believe it, believe it.
It's early in the season, and I don't know. I think it's going to be a very close affair, but maybe not as high scoring. 17-14 Bengals.
Oh,
Field
okay.
goal.
well, defensive battle.
Just being the rivalry it is, it's
Yeah.
either going to be a
Really
freaking
high scoring
shootout, or it's going to be, a defensive.
Yeah.
It's kind of a spectrum of that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close no matter what how high or low the scoring is. I don't think it's going to be one-sided.
I think it's going to
So-
be a field goal
At
separation.
least I fucking hope not.
Come on, Money Mac.
So, first primetime game. And boys, we got a 4 or 5 primetime games this season.
Yeah.
First one, Monday Night Football.
Yeah, baby.
Commanders
At home, too.
Yeah, we're at home, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited for this one. I'm a fan of a lot of people on the Commanders, but I'm not a fan of the Commanders. But I love me some Austin Eckler. I like watching him play. I feel like we're gonna have a fun game. Even though we're gonna shut Austin the fuck down.
Who's their depth chart on quarterback?
Jaden Daniels, Marcus Mariota, Jeff Driscoll, and Sam Hartman. It's not
QB1's
so tough.
QB1.
I hate to say it, Commanders 24, Bengals 17.
Whoa, what the? Explain yourself.
Explain myself. How many big time teams did the Commanders upset last year?
None.
Quite a few. And Bengals, can be notorious for getting a big head. They win the first 2 games and then, we're going to play the Commanders. No big deal. And then they fucking get that ass whipped on Monday Night Football in prime time.
See, here's the thing. I'm going to do the same exact score, opposite results. 24-17 Bengals.
All right.
Bengals are opening strong this year. I'm not saying we're going undefeated. Don't you worry there. But
God, that's Monday Night Football at Paul Brown, too. Oof.
yeah, that's exactly where I'm at.
28-17 Bengals. And I'm
also,
with you.
I know it's called Paycor Stadium. Fuck no, that's stupid. It's Paul Brown Stadium.
Listen
Yeah,
here.
no. I just think they're finally going to come out to the fast start that
Everybody wants them to.
they haven't done the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great start. That's where I'm at with it. Week 2 in the books with a nice Monday night win at Paul Brown Stadium.
Paycor.
That's Paul Brown Stadium.
I understand why they did it, and I'm glad they did it, but it will
Paycor
forever be
pays
Paul
show.
Brown. It'll forever be Paul Brown Stadium to me.
So, just to recap while we're at here right now. Right now, Mike and I both have the Bengals being 3-0. Eric
Got 'em
has the
2-1.
Bears being 2-1. It's an interesting start, but we both think that we're going to have all 3 of us think that we're going to have a winning result after 3 weeks. So that's a good thing. But on to week 4.
This is going to be an ass whooping. Carolina sucks. Dude, Carolina, their owners of Spaz, their team is in
You're
shambles.
crazy. Andy Dalton is coming to kick our ass.
No, this is going to be this is going to be fucking 34-7
Oh, wow.
Bengals.
34-7 Cincinnati.
Angry.
That's a
I got a lot of buddies in Carolina, so I got to talk shit.
I'm going to give him even more shit because I'm going 28-3 Cincinnati.
There you go.
21-10. 21-10.
Oh, damn. Look at this. 2 of us think Cincinnati's 4-0 to begin with.
I'm such a homer, though, dude.
Yeah.
Self-admitted. It's all right, though. A lot of we don't get into division play till late in the schedule, man.
The following week we play the Ravens.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the first one.
Week 5 we play the Ravens.
Maybe it's a Steeler. Maybe it's just the Steelers then.
Steelers are back to back, but it's both of them are in December.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Speaking of, week 5.
Against the
Baltimore
Shithawks.
comes to our town. It is the Shithawks, brother, but there's some really good Shithawks.
Dude,
I know.
they picked up Derek fucking Henry, man.
Yeah.
And I know the dude's older now, but he's still got some.
He's a
gas in
freak
that
of nature.
And that's a team that was already can be very scary.
Really good last year.
Keep Lamar healthy, man.
No.
I don't know who they have at wideouts this year.
I
don't know
still
if there's
don't
any-
think I don't think they picked anybody up in draft or free agency, but I could be wrong.
Any like big names, but I mean, when you got the threat of like Lamar that he can, because he can pull
Yeah.
off 30, 40 yards on you, at any given point on his 2 feet.
Yeah, but they're playing him at home, and I'm gonna go with Bengals. Bengals. We're gonna go. We're gonna go 14-10, low scoring. It's gonna be a lot of defense in this one.
Okay, 14-10.
Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Yep.
Okay.
It's at home.
35-13 Ravens.
God, you think we're getting trounced?
I honestly I don't hate that prediction. Like that's
I think they come out. I think they have that fast start, 4-0, and then here's a quick reality check.
yeah.
I hate to say that I agree with you, but I'm going with a different score. I think it's going to be 21-24, and they're going to win with a field goal right at the last minute. It's going to be a defensive fest, but each team's going to be able to put up some touchdowns. It's going to be 21-24, and they're going to beat us, and they're going to hand us our first loss for the season.
Yeah.
It's bullshit,
Yeah.
but it'll happen.
Then we got Sunday night against
It's a
the
bullshit
Giants.
Yeah, buddy. Sunday Night Football, another primetime game.
We get to listen to Chris Collinsworth talk about how much the Bengals suck.
The fucking Bengals could cure cancer with a play.
he would have something to say about it.
Maybe if they would have tried a little harder, we could have cured it a year earlier. Fuck you, Chris Collinsworth.
And
You
you're
fucking bullshit Bengal. You ain't got no tiger blood.
Yeah.
be more like Boomer.
Man, Jesus.
I can't believe Boomer's done on NFL Today.
Is he really?
Yeah, him and
Damn.
Phil Simms are both done.
Oh, wow.
Well, they were tired
it-
of this shit.
Is that NFL Today? Whatever one's on CBS.
CBS, yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. I always love. I guess that kind of like rivalry's old now with, him and Coach Cower kind of having that Steelers presence and Bengals presence. There was always that kind of that unspoken rivalry there. But I guess on to new blood, man.
Well,
Who's getting Brady? Isn't Fox getting Brady?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So we got Mac Jones, Devin Singletary.
Nah, Bengals take
No
this in
Saquon.
prime time.
No Saquon.
No Saquon, no, Mo.
Watch out for the fucking Eagles.
Yeah, I think Bengals bounce back after their loss. And I don't think it's a major win. I think it's just we win by a touchdown, and it's 14-7.
Yeah.
17-7
I'm gonna go
Bengals.
17-7. I like that.
Sorry.
I was gonna go with 24-14.
Hold on, I got to write Mike's down. 17-7 Cincinnati.
Yep.
And then yours is 24-14, Eric.
Yep, Cincinnati.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. On to week 7. We're flying through here really quick, man. On week 7, we got them Brown boys. How you doing, Brownies? We're going to come to your house.
We're gonna lose at Cleveland.
Yeah. You think?
I don't know what it is about the Cleveland Browns. They're like the bane of our existence every time we play them first divisional game.
I don't know, man. Chubb's out. Jerry Judy's hurt.
I know by week 7, though, they could have a lot of those guys back. And having a healthy Deshaun Watson. And like Eric said, man, it's for some reason, it doesn't matter the record. It doesn't matter the squad, dude. It feels like every year when the Bengals play the Browns.
Browns 28-17.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. Something about the Browns, man. Something
Man.
about them Browns.
Damn.
24-21 Cincinnati. You guys are fucking ridiculous.
I hate it. Yeah. I think they beat the Browns. Oh, are we at Cleveland?
Yeah, we're at Cleveland.
Hmm.
I think
23
Cleveland's. Go ahead.
20 Cleveland.
See, I think Cleveland's got a really easy schedule at first, and they might be on that fucking bullshit of, oh, we're doing so great. They might be 6-0 at that point. I don't know.
They've been making moves, like you said. They got, Chubb if he's healthy, Deshaun Watson if he's healthy.
He stays out of the fucking massage parlors.
Oh,
Robert Kraft too. While we're at it. Hey, you don't say that.
yeah, don't say that.
Speaking,
That's the one thing that Brady got offended by. That's fucking crazy.
listen, I know this ain't got shit to do with football, and it's a complete sideball, but I've got to bring up this fucking meme that you sent earlier. I have thought about this fucking meme 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking times today.
It's so
Laughing my
funny.
ass off. And I've never thought about this.
Have you tried to just not fucking worrying about it?
His whole life is over. He loses his whole friends and family.
Forget about it.
Have you tried not giving a fuck?
That fucking tore me up, dude.
Yeah,
I've tackled so many times today at that. I had to bring that up. Oh my god.
Good. I'm glad I can bring some joy to your day.
Week 8. We got another set of dirty birds. 425. They're here though, and you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a tough fucking game.
23-21 Bengals.
Yeah, and I think you're pretty goddamn close to what's gonna happen because they no longer have several people, and it's not just the Kelsey. You know what I mean? So they've lost a few people this year. Plus Philadelphia is just a lot of expensive parking there, so nobody wants to play there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They got
Plus,
they were a force to be reckoned with last year, and then they picked up Saquon Barkley, who's probably going to be, I would think have some new life breathed into him, going from, the shithole that's the Meadowlands to, to playing with a contender.
Yep.
Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, AJ
That
Brown.
being said, I feel like the Bengals historically, like when an NFC like really good team comes to town, the Bengals tend to like handle business.
Yeah, we do pretty well.
So I think the Bengals win this one 28-24.
I was a very close prediction to you too. I did 28-21. Who did?
Yeah, I think. I feel like we always feel like we're gonna get stomped. Like at least my feelings, I was always like, "Oh God, we're playing the Eagles. We're gonna get stomped," and then they do pretty well against them. So,
all right. Well, moving on to Week 9.
The NFC East, man, that's an interesting division to pick up.
It is.
Moving on to Week 9, we have the Raiders
At home
invading us, and name besides Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers, name 3 people off the top of your head on their team.
Josh Jacobs.
All right.
Whoever the fucking defensive end is, that's a freak.
Sebastian Janikowski.
I think he retired.
No, I'm pretty sure he's still playing.
Is he really?
No.
I don't see either of the names you said. Just saying. Who'd you say, Eric?
Josh Jacobs, running back.
No. Josh Jacobs ain't on there.
Did he leave?
Zamir White is their running back.
Huh.
I hate to just be because
Josh Jacobs went to Green Bay. I did not know that.
I want to be realistic, and say the Bengals could lose here and there, But dude, I just keep seeing them win. And this one, I have them winning decisively. I think it's going to be 31 to fucking 6.
They paid what's his face all that money, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah,
and I believe he's still hurt or not playing, or there's some contentious situation there.
I think he's just mad at you and doesn't want you to see him play.
I'd be mad at me too.
I was going to say 28-6.
Okay.
21-9 Bengals.
Ooh, 3 field goals.
Yeah. They hold him out of the end zone.
I like it.
You can't tell we're Bengals fans.
No.
Well, I mean, in years past, I mean, dude, back in the John Kitna days, it was a lot. I mean, I'm sure we'd probably predict the same shit. What am I talking about?
Yeah, Kitna's going over.
Yeah.
Jesus
Smith loves him.
Number 3 for me.
Jeff Blakenquake. Let's go.
Carl Pickens.
Now,
Blake. That dude had one of the best long balls.
Oh yeah.
Thursday night football at the Ravens. I hate to say this, but the Ravens are gonna trounce us both times this year.
No, it's gonna be a low scoring game because Thursday night football for some reason are the most boring fucking games of all time. Like every Thursday night game I watched last year was a nightmare. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just because everybody gets fucked not being able to practice and stuff. This is going to be 14-10.
14-10 who?
Ravens.
I've got 28-7 Baltimore.
Taking 10-7 Cincinnati.
Oh!
All right.
I hope you're right.
I have them starting the season 0-2 in the division. I think they bounce back on this game. It's a wonky Thursday game, man. I know it's in their house, and I know they're a contentious team. But like Eric said, man, them Thursday night games are just wacky.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about them.
That wacky tobacco.
It's wacky.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Then I tell you what, we got them Chargers. Ooh, we're really good at using our credit card. We're the Chargers.
So this ought to be interesting to see this year. I mean, they have a brand new head coach who is coming off a college national championship. But what is it? Is it me, or does it feel like that never translates well to the NFL?
Yeah, but it's also God damn it, why am I blanking on his fucking name right now? The head coach.
Oh, Harbaugh?
It's Harbaugh.
Yeah.
It's a little different. He
led the Niners
to
the Super Bowl.
I honestly think we're gonna lose this one. I think the Chargers are gonna be pretty good this year.
You're fucking in my stash. What are you doing?
I think it's gonna be high scoring.
Hold on. Did you hear this? Did you hear the report today that Justin Herbert has plantar fasciitis?
Oh, does he?
And that always seems to be one of those kind of things that lingers all year. It kind of they kind of play through it, but they're never quite right all year until they kind of have the time to rest and really get over it.
I don't know. It's at Los Angeles too. So Bengals are traveling to West Coast.
Yep.
West Side.
I'm gonna go 31-28 Chargers.
Listen, Eric, I agree to an extent, but it ain't gonna be that high of a score. It's gonna be 23-21 LA. They're gonna keep us keep us out of the end zone a bit, but we're gonna make up for it.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Ray? How you doing?
How the heck are you?
And trust me, we've been thinking about it, Timmy.
You're not the first. Brian brought that up too.
I mean, look at that orange logo almost over there. You know,
It was almost too easy. Like it looks natural, right? We need to get with Mr. Michael Ray and see if we can throw some Bengal stripes in there.
Hell yeah,
oh, who that?
That'd be fitting.
that would be nice.
Buddy, I can see him here next month.
You know, maybe
month
put
now.
a little bird in his ear. You know, maybe we can take throw some ducats in his bucket.
That's right.
I gotta on my call. Let's see here. Man, West Coast. That's a 425 game. Man, I think the Bengals win. I'm gonna call it 23-14.
Man,
Alrighty.
So- week 12.
Bye week.
Well, we do have a matchup. It's the Bengals versus the weight room because they need to be fucking busy in the fucking weight room and working and not just fucking off and eating food and shit.
But
Okay?
you know, they actually, you know, I really feel like things are kind of aligned well, or they've been positioned very well to have a good run this year.
Yeah.
Schedule wise, even how the bye week is laid out, how it's kind of in the, you know, the later third of the season or of the schedule, you know, to kind of give them that last little, you know, push for the last 6 games. So yeah, I mean, I think after this year, the window that, you know, they've had open since the original Super Bowl run gets a little more closed.
This next game,
Excuse me.
the next game is going to be my third and final attended game of the year, unless I get more tickets, because while I am a season ticket holder, I've been on the waiting list for 3 years. 3 years! But we're facing the Steelers here at home, Sunday, December 1st. I will be in the stands with my uncle, who is a Steelers fan, so I have to protect him from the Bengals fans. I will save him as he watches his team get destroyed. We're going to kick your ass, Bubby. Both games. Both of them. 28-10. Cincinnati.
$34-12, Cincinnati. They're gonna kick a shit ton of field goals. That's it. What you thinking there, Michael?
Hold on. Well, I'm sorry. Is this at Pittsburgh or at home?
At home. At home.
At home? Ooh, at home. 27-17 Bengals.
Who that? Who that? Who that tanker gonna beat you?
Bengals, nobody.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one right there, Bellers. That's a good one right there. I might have fun at that game. I would like to go.
Do you guys feel like, because for so many years, you know, Pittsburgh Steelers kind of felt like Big Brother. You know what I mean? It was kind of always that hurdle that the Bengals couldn't get over. But I think a lot of that, you know, to me felt like that Roethlisberger regime. You know, that I don't feel like Pittsburgh has, I mean, the same kind of grit in their teeth like they did, you know, with him behind the helm. Kenny Pickett is not he doesn't have that same kind of tough guy feel to me. Like
Now they got Russell
Terry
Wilson
Brands.
and fucking
that's right.
Justin Fields.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
They're going to be in turmoil this year, man.
Yeah.
Especially though, I mean, they removed all of Ben's policies that held them who they were.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had that turkey leg rule where they had to eat 2 turkey legs a day, and I feel like that helped.
It's true.
It really
Yeah, I
helped.
mean Russell Wilson. I mean, Denver paid all that money to let him walk away. So he was a good quarterback. I've never been much on the Russell Wilson train. I think his best years are behind him. He is to them a bridge quarterback, much like Justin Fields. Justin Fields wasn't. I don't know. Maybe Chicago didn't work out for him. Prove me wrong, and he becomes a stud for somebody else in a different, a different system. But I mean, he had how many years in Chicago, and he didn't really move the needle much.
I tell you what, this next game is difficult for me because you guys know that I am a Bengals fan, but I'm also spent a large amount of my life in Texas, and I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan as well. And it's Monday Night Football, and we're in Dallas. I don't think we hang and bang, man. I think we lose 21-14.
I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna say 24-16 Bengals.
See, now I also want to clarify before Mike gives his. I don't think that it's because Dallas is going to be great. I think Dallas is going to suck. I think Dallas is going to have a losing record up to this point, but this is going to be one of them games where they have lost a couple before this, but the Bengals just aren't ready for whatever they bring, and they're going to sneak a win out. That's why I think it's going to be 21-14.
Nah, Bengals win. Cowboys are dog
Trash.
shit.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
It just doesn't always seem like the Cowboys lately have always been in turmoil. Like there's always
Well, they play really well the first half of the season, and then they implode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I love Micah Parsons. I met him at WrestleMania. He's going to be, I'll be a fan of him forever. Him and Ezekiel Elliott. But I don't know, man. I think they sneak one out.
I think Dallas wins 28-17.
Woo! All right, we're getting in the nitty gritty. You got to remember when we get to these last weeks, depending on what it's like division wise, which our division's going all the way to the end. So our next game, sorry, J. Rowe, Mr. J. Roman on the Rowe Show. Them Titans are going down, boy. They can't see us. I don't care if we're at your house. What y'all got?
Bengals 24-7.
Woo. Damn, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Yeah. They're going to shove it down Tyler Boyd's throat.
21-9 Cincinnati. And I want to clarify, they missed the point after. So it's a touchdown and a field goal.
Huh. I'm going to say 28-27 Bengals.
Tight game.
I have them pick 28 a lot. I don't know. Hopefully they score 4 touchdowns a game a lot.
That'd be awesome.
I'm just spitting off whatever the fuck's on top of my head.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. There's part of me that wants to take $5 and for each one of these games and bet the score on each one of them. Just, because if I get one of those, I'll win my money back for all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Can you bet exact score?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can, right?
Yeah.
You can bet everything.
Yeah, you can bet fucking, colors of socks.
Yeah. No prop bets. Especially in the
I
Super Bowl. Super Bowl is retarded with that shit.
Yeah. Thursday night football yet again. Only available on Prime Video. Week 16, Thursday, December 19th, 2024. Our second to last game of the year. And we're at home.
This is going to be a weird one. It's going to be like 16-12 Bengals.
Okay, that's a fucking
Thursday night football weirdness. That's what I'm going with.
I'm going to pull this one in our favor, and the Bengals are going to shellac them. And it's going to be 32-6.
32-6.
I'm gonna go 20.
32 even possible.
20-17, Cincinnati.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think we take it at home versus Cleveland. We give it to them at in the toilet bowl, and we take it at home though.
That's right.
I don't think these guys stand a chance.
No.
It's the last game of the year. The Broncos suck. Man, like I said, I tried
Not
to
the
play.
last game of the year.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes, it
It's
is.
late.
It's week 18.
It's the last game of the year. The next game is January 5th of 2025.
Oh, last game of the season. I see what you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice dad joke.
There's no dad joke. It's the last game of the year.
That was a little dad jokey. I'm going to go 27-6 Bengals.
I think this is the one where it's going to be a big blowout. I'm going to say 31-6 Cincinnati.
14-7 Bengals.
All right. Now, here's where I'm going to go before I announce my my answer for the next team that we're playing. The next team that we're playing, oh shit. Wait, he's not on that team anymore. But see, that's the turkey leg thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
You
That's
used to
not-
have to eat 2 turkey legs a day.
That's a child's leg.
Oh yeah,
Human
you're
child's
right.
leg.
Hey,
He's an awful
yeah.
person. He
you
eats
damn
children.
right, Luke Larson. Hope you're doing good too, buddy.
But yeah, we are facing Cincinnati in the last game. We're at home. Now I can't believe I'm going to say that the Steelers are going to win. The Steelers are going to win 21-14, and here's why: because we're going to be resting our people.
Well,
Because we're going to be going to the playoffs, and they're not.
That's what Luke said here for the Broncos game too.
31-14.
I feel like the
31-14?
Broncos. I feel like the Broncos just suck in general, though.
31-14. Who, Mike?
Me? Oh no, I was just
That's
reading
what Luke was saying. 31-14 Broncos.
the lariat. I think 17-14 Bengals.
Eric, what you got, brother?
Bengals are winning the division this year.
I'm gonna go 20-14 Steelers. I hate to say it, but
All right, talk amongst yourselves while I tally.
okay. And then after the Steelers game, the Bengals went out and win the fucking Super Bowl. So yeah,
Put a little bow on that.
that's my prediction right now.
This is our year.
August 1st, 2024, Bengals are Super Bowl champions.
What do you guys think about the Jamar Chase situation?
What situation is that? Him sitting out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Hendrickson's doing the same thing. I'm wearing his fucking jersey. I think that's just I think it's just the nature of football now. I still fucking hate it. That money has become such. I mean, that's really all big sports is money's just such a big deal. And it's all about, well, you got to get paid, and rightfully so. I mean, he's a fantastic player, but I don't want football to become like the NBA where everybody's just jumping ship and chasing ring.
Yeah.
There's no team anymore. I would like to think that, at the end of the day, you're there for your team.
It's hard to even for me to watch the NBA, man, because I grew up in the days where, I knew like the starting five of most NBA, rosters. And like you said, man, it's just not like that anymore. Everybody's just jumping from team to team to team, whatever their motive is. And, God, you hate to see the NFL go that way too, because that's one of the best things about the NFL is there's just bitter rivalries because in such a smash mouth sport, those rivalries just add, that much more heat to it.
Yeah. And I mean, I played football my whole life growing up, and one of the best parts about football to me was being part of a team and being proud of being part of that team. And not saying that these guys aren't proud to be part of the team, but when stuff like that happens, it just makes you feel like I understand they're looking out for themselves, but at some point it's got to be like, hey man, we gotta win some games here.
I mean, I guess I see both sides of it because
Yeah,
he knows they're not paying T. Higgins because they're saving that money for him. And he's like, I know you're going to give me the contract, so why not go ahead and give it to me?
yeah.
And on the other side, it's like, well, we have you under contract now. Why do we have to give you the next contract before this contract is up?
Yeah, and that's kind of what it feels like sometimes, and not in every situation. But what Luke said, it's the love of the game is starting to go away, and that's like I could give a shit less when they're like, oh, look what so and so wore walking into the stadium. Like, it's not a fucking reality show, dude. It's football. But that's the nature of it now. It's that's this generation of players, that are coming in. It's all about likes and views and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, even college football anymore is, with the NIL deals and stuff like that is becoming, is becoming somewhat like that. I mean, everybody's entering the transfer portal and, it's.
Well, you saw it last year, especially with Colorado and what a circus that was. You know what I mean? Like, remember when they played Colorado State? Like they had College Game Day out there. The Rock was out there, like, and they still almost lost to Colorado State, dude, in double overtime. I was rooting for Colorado State so hard that game because it was just like, I don't know.
Deterred,
It's one of those things where it's like, I understand that there's a lot of hype around. I mean, it's Deion fucking Sanders, it's prime time. But at the same time, it's a team sport, man. And let's not blow it too out of proportion.
All right, here we go. Final standings. Mr. Magnificent says the Bengals are going to do 14-3. Big Rig and I both say 12-5. However, our 12-5 have different losses, and we also have vastly different scoring. So figuring out who is the best will be a difficult thing to do, but I'll make sure.
I hope I'm right, but man, I'm delusional.
Hey, we want them to win, man. It's hard to be. We're not the talking heads on CBS.
I don't think
man.
we're delusional.
You know what I mean?
If this was Andy Dalton days or Carson Palmer days.
Yeah, we might be a little delusional.
But we're the strongest team we have ever. Like, I really think this is a really good year for us. If Joe stays healthy, if Jamar stays healthy and plays, and Higgins plays, and everybody's good, I think we're in there like swimwear.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, we didn't even say his name yet, but I'm curious to see how Zach Moss does in this offense. The first year without Joe Mixon in the lineup and how long, man, that's going to be weird.
I definitely cannot wait to see what our running game does.
Yeah.
I got high. I think Zach Moss is fantastic back.
If Zach Moss gets 15 touchdowns this year, I'll buy his jersey.
There you go.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the other kid, step up and kind of being the feature back though, kind of the homegrown talent. It's not Charlie Jones. What the hell's that kid's name? Some Bengals fan.
St. Brown?
Chase Brown. Yeah. I always want to say Charlie Jones, but he's a wide receiver. Chase Brown. I mean, he showed some serious flashes last year when given opportunities. So, I like to see if given some more opportunities, if he can be the future back.
I could see this too, them kind of splitting carries at the beginning of the season, seeing who's the hot hand type thing.
Yeah. Run a two-headed monster out there, man. That's Zach Moss was on a mediocre at best Jets team. Let's see what he can do behind, like, again, mentioning that those big ass bookend of offensive lines, we've brought in. I'm anxious to see what that's going to do. That new blood in there at the running back position.
I'm about to place a bet right now. I think Zach Moss is going to score the first touchdown for the Bengals this year.
Got his ass. Chasing that fucking gnat all night.
It's pronounced Gannat.
Yeah. He prefers to be called Mr. Gannat.
Well, boys, we did our first ever football season preview.
Wow, look at us.
Yeah.
Grow.
I loved it. I'm excited to see how we stack up our predictions to actual.
Yeah, we're going to be updating them every week. We're going to try to at least I'll keep these graphics here, and I'll try to each week put our predictions up and then what the actual score and stuff was as well. So that way we can keep track as we go. We'll make the post on Instagram.
Do it like a golf score.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down for that. I like that. But yeah, man, been a lot of fun. Rocking and rolling.
Needed this year. You're damn right, Dan.
Hell yeah.
What's up, brother? Hey, Michael. How the heck are you? Thanks for the like.
Well, you boys got anything else before we head out of here?
No. I'm good, man. Who dad?
Who dad?
Who dad?
Who dad?
We need a Who Dad shirt.
We do.
I don't know nothing in life but to be legit. So don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, hell yeah, man. As always, we are the dWo podcast. I am Big Rig Eric Maffey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Bo Cephas. As always, check us out on all the socials at dWo_podcast, Facebook at the dWo podcast, TikTok at dWo_pod. Like, subscribe, listen, follow. Get that dad merch at Pro Wrestling Tees and T Public. And also on the YouTube, do the little bell thing so you know when we're going live and whatnot. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We actually potentially landed a really cool guest today, so be out for that in the future. We will announce that as soon as we can. Until next time, top dads out.